encouraging the inclusion of all genders, I think, is key, because at the end of the day, all we want for all sports is our kids being healthy and active. And sports is one of the most enjoyable and fun ways for that to happen.
So the initial change pretty much came from, there was an interest in the community in women's football. So we embraced it, and it's the best thing we've done, no looking back.
The culture of the club, when I first started, there wasn't much of a culture. With female cricket now, within the last 5 to 10 years, it's just grown massively, whereas beforehand they could easily travel 2 hours just to play cricket on a Sunday.
Playing American football in general, like, women have been told that we either shouldn't or can't play this particular sport. We've proven we clearly can. The membership base, I think, more than doubled with the introduction of the women's team. The women's games actually attract a much larger crowd than the juniors and the men's games.
It certainly opened my eyes to how probably excluded the girls were before. The introduction of girls footy, it's really united the boys and the girls and the junior and the senior club.
It makes the club itself a much more family-friendly environment.
It means that no one is excluded. The beauty of it is that everybody can come along, and it's that we have the pathways, I guess, for both females and males.
I think it's just important to encourage girls and women, that they also have the same opportunities as men do, that they're not anything less. A lot of our leadership team at Ringwood City have a good balance between males and females. I think it's really important for them just to know that they've got that opportunity and they've got that chance.
We've had a lot of roles around the club that primarily had always been filled by men, or perhaps the odd wife or girlfriend might have stepped into a role, whereas now it's actual American football players, female ones, who are filling those roles. As with any position in the club, the best person for that role gets that role.
So it's really good for all the younger girls, especially in the club, to have a female role model in the club to look up to.
I think that the more exposure that female sport has through the media, the more excitement it drives for the younger players. They see these girls and they think, I want to be that person. I want to be, that player that just got that three-pointer, or that player that just kicked that goal, or, that's what I want to aspire to.
The club is like a family. I think a lot of clubs make the mistake of viewing the men's team or the initial team as the parent, and all the subsequent teams, so the juniors, the women's, as the children. But particularly with a women's senior team, they need to be viewed as not just a sister, but a twin sister, someone that's equal. And so it's a family unit where everyone has a role and everyone works together for the success of the club.
The benefits we've experienced are definitely social. We've also benefited financially from it. But the best thing about it is probably just, we've got kids playing sport that probably wouldn't have played sport.
Yeah, I'm a big believer that women can do as much as what men do.
Sport is definitely for everyone, but I guess the harsh reality is that those labels of male and female sport are still lingering. The more and more sports that have an inclusive program and include both genders equally, the faster those walls are going to come down.
Gender equality is incredibly important because, we are equal.
There shouldn't be any differences between men and women. If we can display that in sport, hopefully the rest of the community can follow on. I think there's several examples of that through sport, and sport is just a fantastic medium to push that.